We are a family of 4, almost 5, living in Phoenix, Arizona, and here's how we are planning to budget our money this month. Hey guys, if you're new here, I'm Marissa. Welcome to my channel. Here we talk about family finance and how you can budget, save, and make more money for your family. So if that sounds like something interesting to you, scroll down, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss any new videos. I also share my personal household budget here on YouTube, so that's what I'm going to be sharing with you today. As I mentioned, we are a family of 4 living in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm also very pregnant. I am now almost 34 weeks pregnant, due with baby boy in early August. So this is our last full month without baby that I'm planning to budget for. Also, if you're wondering, I have a little heart monitor on. I'm totally fine. This is just out of an abundance of caution with my doctors with pregnancy. I've had some heart palpitation kinds of things. And I've just been diagnosed last year with an irregular heartbeat. So everything is fine, and I've done lots of tests and everything's good, but just out of an abundance of caution, that's why I have this, if you're wondering what my new fashion statement is. But without further ado, let's get into this budget. So here's our budget template that we use each and every month, and I will actually leave a link to this budget template down in the description box below, and you can check it out there. This budget template works in Excel, Google Sheets, those kinds of things, and you can download it once and use it every month after that. And this is the budget template that I've been using for years now. Okay, so the first thing we have is our income. We have Jacob's income and my income individually blocked off. Jacob works in marketing. He is a W-2 employee and he works from home, which is wonderful. And then I have my own small business, and so I pay myself a steady salary out of my business each month. I do social media here, and I also do bookkeeping. And between both of those, I'm able to be a stay-at-home mom with my kids, and I just work around their schedule. For example, I'm filming this video while they are down for nap time and quiet time, and I love the flexibility that these things give me so that I can make money while still being a full-time stay-at-home mom. I actually recently came out with a course called Next Level Bookkeeper, which teaches you how to become a bookkeeper by doing bookkeeper tasks and launch your own bookkeeping business. Basically what I have done, as well as my friend Andrew, who is a CPA, and he's done the same thing as well. So I will leave a link to that course down in the description box below. I also have a free guide which walks you through bookkeeping, gives you more information, and helps you determine if bookkeeping might be right for you. I love that it's been a very sustainable way to make some extra money for my family, and I still get to work around my own schedule. So if you're looking for a side hustle, I'd highly recommend looking into bookkeeping because it's been wonderful for me and my family. So as a grand total, our take-home pay, this is after taxes, insurance, 401k, HSA, all of those kinds of things, we are looking to bring home $9,600 this month for our household. So now to show you where we are planning to spend or save all of that money. The first thing we have is expenses. So we first off have our tithe. We are Christians and we give to our church, so we have this blocked off. And then African New Life, we support 2 children in Rwanda through African New Life, so we have that blocked off as well. Our mortgage, this is our principal and interest portion, is $2,305.60. We bought this house in Phoenix in November and we moved here from Portland, Oregon. Thankfully, we had some good equity to bring over, but with interest rates, our mortgage is pretty high, but still something that fits within our budget, so we feel good about it. Next we have is HOA. We live in a neighborhood with a homeowners association, but the new house that we bought, they actually covered the first year of HOA fees, so we're not paying that right now. Then we have natural gas. This will be $23.45. Next we have electric, which will be $172.19. I know we're getting into the hot summer months in Phoenix. This bill is May to June, mid-May to mid-June's usage. Which we were having mostly 100+ degree days, but $172.19 is what our bill is for that month. Next we have trash, which is only $20 a month. We like that. And then water, which should be around $140. This is a little bit more than what we had spent in previous months, but I know that we've been using more water as it's been summertime, filling up the water table, the sprinklers, the splash pad, all of that kind of thing. Next we have the internet, which is a standard $50 a month, and then we have our phones, which we pay now $115 for mine and my husband's cell phones. Next, we have is insurance. We have $200 for car insurance. We have a 2024 Kia Carnival and a 2018 Toyota Highlander, full coverage on both. So that is what we have for our car insurance. Next, we have is life insurance. We have a policy on myself and my husband Jacob, and this is a term life insurance policy, and together that is $52.89 each month. Next, we have is groceries, which is budgeted at $650. We'll see. We may be spending more than this because I know we're going to be stocking up and getting ready for baby boy to be here very soon. And so I want to do some freezer meal prep and things like that. So we might do a bigger grocery haul in July. I could see that. And the great thing about a budget is that it's not set in stone. So if we decide that we are going to be spending more money, I can update our grocery line item, which also means updating something else in our budget as well to make sure that we have a zero-based budget. But for now, I'm going to put $650, knowing that this may change during the month if we do some big shopping. Next, we have is eating out. We have budgeted at $150. This month is actually a big month. It is my birthday. I've turned 30 on July 29th. And then we also have our 9-year wedding anniversary on July 18th. So hopefully we'll be able to go out for both of those things, have a little like date night. Next we have is gas at $150. Gas for both of our cars. Like I mentioned, my husband works from home. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so we don't really have a lot of going around that we have to do. Next we have is fun. We budgeted $50 for that. And then miscellaneous, you always need to budget miscellaneous, and we have that slotted for $100. Next we have is $1,400 for our Roth IRAs. We are working on maxing out our Roth IRAs for 2024, contributing to mine and my husband's. So we are putting in $700 to each Roth IRA from March to December, which will get us to the max that we can contribute with our age to be $7,000 each. So we are going to keep this up through December, hopefully, and finish maxing out those Roth IRAs. Next we have is college. We have $200 budgeted. We put $100 into each of our sons' 529 college savings plans, and so that money also gets just like auto withdrawn. Same thing with our Roth IRAs. That's why I have that in the expense section, because this is money that is coming out of my bank account. I'm not personally keeping track of it, so money that just gets deducted out of my account I have here in expenses. So as a grand total, we have $6,689.13 going towards normal expenses. Now let's look at the savings section of our budget. Okay, the first thing that we have here is our emergency fund. We are working on getting this up to more than 6 months of expenses. And we already have this at a really good level, so I'm not stressed to like squeeze every single penny out of our budget to be able to put more to this, but just whatever we have extra, we're putting to the emergency fund right now, as we are very close on maxing this out, or getting to the point that we want to with our emergency fund. So we're very close. $397.48 is what we have budgeted to go to the emergency fund. Next we have is property taxes. We set aside money for property taxes each month, and we pay that ourselves. So $365 is what I have budgeted for property taxes here. Next is property insurance. $65.06 is what we set aside for property insurance to pay that annual bill as well. I know some people will pay this through escrow, but we are just paying it ourselves on our own. And the reason why I like to do that is because I like to just stick this in my high yield savings account and earn some extra interest on it. A high yield savings account works just like a regular savings account. You just earn substantially more interest, like 10 times more than the national average rate. The high yield savings account that I have is through CIT Bank. I've been using them for almost a year now and really loving it. Right now they have a platinum savings account that earns you 5% interest on your savings if you have over $5,000. If you don't have over $5,000, they also have an account called Savings Connect, which earns you 4.65%, which is still a super high rate for your savings. So this is a great place to put things like your emergency fund or any other like savings goals that you're working on saving up for, I'd say for the next like 6 months to a year. This is not for your long-term savings, which you'd want to actually invest, But this is money that you need to keep on hand anyway, so why not let it earn you some extra interest? So I love that with our high yield savings account. I will leave a link to CIT Bank down in the description box below, and you can check it out there. I will also leave a link up here walking you in depth through CIT Bank and their high yield savings account so you can learn more. But overall, I have loved using them, and the reason why I use them is because they have some of the highest interest rates around. There's also no fees, no monthly fees, no account fees, maintenance fees, and they're also FDIC insured. So I can just park my emergency fund there and any other savings goals that we have going on, and can withdraw on it whenever the time comes and we need to use it. I also have a tax account here, so since I am self-employed, I do pay taxes. I pay quarterly taxes. So I set aside money in my tax account here and then pay taxes when they come due. Okay, next we have is Jacob. Jacob gets 150 of personal spending and I get 75. The reason why I like to put this in the savings section is because I like that I can roll it over month. So some months we may not spend money at all on it, and other months we may want to like save up and spend more. So that's why I have it as like a running total here. This is blocked off for us for privacy, but there's a beginning and ending balance with this budget template, and so it'll add in what you actually put into the account minus what was spent from it, so that you can get that updated balance and know how much is in each fund. So the only reason why I get half as much as Jacob is just because I'm not as much of a spender and I'd just rather have money go towards other things. So that's the only reason why. Next we have is extra giving, and we put $50 into our extra giving fund. This allows us to say yes to additional giving opportunities when they come up. And then gifts, we put $50 to this for things like baby showers, birthdays, anniversary, like all that kind of thing. Next is clothing for me and Jacob. We have $50 a month going to that. And then vacation, we are not planning on going on any vacation anytime soon with a baby due in a few weeks, but we are saving $200 a month for vacation so that we can do that when the time comes. I really would love to go to Disneyland next spring, so just saving little by little for that each month, and then by the time spring rolls around, then we'll have money set aside in our vacation fund. Next we have is Christmas. We are not putting anything to the Christmas fund right now because we utilize a credit card that gives us cash back, and we'll use those cash back rewards to be able to fund Christmas this year. Next is medical. We put $533.33 into our medical fund each month because since I'm having a baby, I already know I'm going to hit my personal max out of pocket, but every year we just anticipate that we're going to hit our family max out of pocket. That way we are just prepared and have the money ready to go. We are on a high deductible health plan, which also pairs with an HSA, and I love that. I love the HSA because it rolls over year after year. And so we are fully funding our HSA this year through my husband's paycheck, through deductions in his paycheck, but we are not using those funds to cover medical. Instead, we are investing those dollars, and I'm saving all of my medical receipts if we need to pull it out at a later time. But right now we're paying for all of our medical out of pocket. $533.33 is what we need to save each month to reach our family max out of pocket by December. So I'm about to hit my personal out of pocket, and I haven't even gone to the hospital yet, so I know at least that'll be covered. Next we have is dues and subs. We put $100 into this each month to cover subscriptions and things that renew annually. Next is car maintenance, $75, and then house maintenance at $200. Since we do have a newer house, everything's under warranty for this first year, so we don't have to put a lot into the house maintenance fund, but after we've been here a year, we'll definitely increase this. Next we have is household at $100 each month for things like toilet paper, paper towels, detergent, all that kind of thing. Next we have is kids. I bumped this up to $500 this month because we are finishing getting the rest of the baby things that we need, and also things have just been more expensive for our kids lately. This is where we'd put things like diapers, toys, clothing, activities, and we've had a heavy kids activity summer this year, which has honestly been a lot of fun. Our son Peter is 4 years old, and then our son Jack is 2, and this is the first time that Peter is of the age where he can do activities. So he's doing basketball this summer, and then I've also signed him up for some little preschool camps and swim lessons as well. So all of these things have just added up this summer, so I'm going to add some more to this fund. I normally only do $300, I think, but increasing this. And as we have a baby and have more children, we're gonna need more in this fund as well. Okay, so as a grand total, we are putting $2,910.87 into our savings. And so you can see our total out, which is taking the total of our savings and our expenses, is $9,600. Obviously, we don't have any other debt besides our mortgage, but if we did have debt, there's a debt section in this budget template where you can enter in all of your debts, and then the total of all of these things that you're putting money towards should equal your income, which here you can see we have a difference which should be zero at $0. The difference between our income and all of our money out is zero, which means we have our entire budget planned for the month of July. So let me know in the comments how your July is looking. Also, don't forget to check out this budget template. You can get that as an instant download. And don't forget to sign up for a high-yield savings account with CIT Bank, because it is a fantastic way to earn some extra interest on savings and money that you are keeping on hand anyway. And with that, I will look forward to seeing you in the next video as we plan for August, and it's baby month. So hopefully I'll see you there. Bye.